Today, the topic of our lecture is speech act theory. As it is clear from the title of the topic that speech means utterances and act means actions. So, collectively, we can say the actions which are performed through utterances are known as speech acts. This is the general definition of speech act. And in this video, we will talk about the theories which were given by different philosophers, different linguists regarding speech acts, that how speeches are helpful to perform the action we will discuss in this video. Next, we have the origin of this theory, that it was firstly proposed by John Longshaw Austin in 1962. Austin was a British philosopher and one of the founder of pragmatics. And the concept of speech act theory he gave in his book How to Do Things with the Words. It is the title of his book in which he has proposed this concept of speech act theory. The title of book is How to Do Things with the Words. And according to him, that speech act is a subfield of pragmatics, and it studies that how words are not only used to present the information but also to carry out the actions. As all we consider that words only give information. So we use different words in communication to give information, to present information. But he says that it is not true that words are only used to present information. Rather, he says that the words are used to carry out the actions. That as we have studied the general definition, that speech act is the acts which are performed by utterances. So a speaker performs different actions through utterances. So this is the definition given by John Longshaw Austin in his book How to Do Things with the Words. Next, we have another name who has developed this theory further. He is John Searle in 1969. He is an American philosopher, and he says it is a theory which analyzes the role of utterances in relation to the behavior of speaker and hearer interpersonal communication. What does it mean? It means when a person communicates with somebody else, throughout their conversation, they make different kind of utterances, they make different kind of dialogues. So what are the different, you can say, effects of these utterances on listener, perception of listener, or what are the different intended meanings which a speaker wants to convey? It is a theory which deals with these aspects, the behavior of speaker and hearer interpersonal communication. So when we make communication, we communicate with somebody else. So we use different kind of words. We use language. We use different utterances to give orders, to make requests, to give warnings, to give advice. So both philosophers called John Searle and John Longshaw Austin worked on this theory, and they both believe that words are not only used to give information, but words are also used to perform the actions. Next, we have key points of these, you can say, key concept of this topic. That speech act may contain just one word in a story. That words, we have studied that words are used to perform the action. So we will use a word to perform the whole action. If we want to apologize, think about it. If we want to apologize somebody for our mistake, so what kind of utterances do you make? You don't make 5 or 6 sentences. You just say sorry, and the other person who is a listener to whom you are apologizing, he knows that what is the reason. So the only word, the single word sorry, can perform the whole action of apology. Like if we want to say sorry, like I am sorry, I forgot your birthday. I just let it slip my mind. Like I forgot about it. So we simply say sorry, and it carries the whole actions which we want to say. So there are different words, there are different, you can say, utterances which we use during communication, and do not make different kind of utterances. Just say a word to carry out the whole action. Like we have further examples, like give me a glass of water, please. We have a sentence, and it can perform two functions, communicative functions. Like if we say politely, and if we say in requestive manner, give me a glass of water, please. So it is that we are making the request. And if we say it commandative way, give me a glass of water, so it is based on our tone, it is based on our way of saying something, making the utterance, the way in which we make the utterance. So it can perform, the same sentence can perform different communicative functions. Next, we have the types of speech acts. Austin and Searle says that whenever we say something, we make some utterances. So there are three kinds of simultaneous acts which are produced when we make only single utterance. So these acts are illocutionary act, locutionary act, and perlocutionary act. Illocutionary, intended meanings; locutionary, literal meanings; perlocutionary, perceived effect. We can memorize it like I for illocutionary, I for intended meanings. We can make key to memorize these terms. Locutionary means literal meanings, perlocutionary means perceived effect. Now we will discuss in detail three of these acts. So first one is locutionary acts. As I have said that locutionary acts are the literal meanings. So these are the utterances. The act, it is basically the act of saying something. So locutionary acts give the literal meanings. The utterances that simply contain the meaningful statement about the object is known as locutionary act. We are learning about how the utterances are used to perform the action. So if we say something which give a meaningful statement, which is a meaningful statement about the object, which convey or which express a whole idea, understandable, which is understandable by the listener. So that is the locutionary acts. For instance, we have a sentence that it's hot in here. What does it mean? Means we know that if it is hot in here, that the temperature is so high. Here it is written wrong, mistakenly, but it is hot in here means that it is here the temperature is so high. The baby is crying. What does it mean? We will perceive that, we will think it is meaning, it means like baby needs feed. He or she wants to go to her mother. So these are the different locutionary acts which give the literal meanings. Next we have illocutionary acts. Illocutionary acts, this is related to the speaker's mind. If a person says something, what he wants to intend, what are the intended meanings behind his utterance, are the illocutionary acts. If a person make you can say utterance, so what is the intention behind an utterance? If a person make an utterance and we have what is you can say what is the intended meaning, what is the intended purpose of a speaker behind that utterance, it is about illocutionary acts. So in this we can say the requesting, it involves requesting, commanding, feeling emotions. If somebody says it's hot in here, what does it mean? What are the intended meanings of the speaker to say this, to make this utterance? He wants somebody to turn on the air conditioner. He wants somebody to open the windows. So it is the intended meaning of the speaker. It depends upon the mind of speaker. Next we have perlocutionary acts. Perlocutionary acts are the perceived effects. So perlocutionary effects perceived, how we perceive an utterance. Like if a speaker says something, what kind of you can say thought or what kind of effect we perceive of that utterance is known as perlocutionary act. It depends upon the listener's perception. So how the listener perceives the utterance of somebody who says something. Like if a person says it's hot in here, so somebody is getting up and turning on the AC. So he got the intended meanings, his intended meanings, and his perceived effect is to get up and to turn on the AC. Next, we have simply an utterance. As we have said that when a person makes an utterance, it produces same kind at same time three kind of simultaneous acts. So if a person says it is very cold inside, it means it is low temperature. It is the information. It is the literal meaning. So it is a locutionary act. An illocutionary act of this utterance is that a person is requesting to somebody to turn off the AC or to close the window. Next, it is very cold inside. So what does it mean? Means perlocutionary act. If we is its effect perlocutionary act, so we can say that someone getting up and turning off the AC and closing a window. Next, we have different types of speech acts. These are simple. We will see only the differences between direct speech act or indirect speech act. Simply, we can say direct speech acts are those acts where in which the structure and communicative functions are related to each other. That there is a direct relationship between structure and communicative function. That it shows that how the form corresponds with the function. That if we want to interrogate something, if we want to ask something, we will make an interrogative statement. That can you please pass the salt? This is indirect way because we are making request. And if we talk about directive, so we will say what is your name. So this is direct, that if I am asking somebody his name, so somebody's name, so I am making the direct, you can say direct statement, which is easy to understand by the listener. Next, we have indirect speech. So in this, there is no relationship, no direct relationship between structure of communicative function. Means there is an indirect relationship between form and function. So if we say, could you please pass the salt? So it is a interrogative sentence statement, but it is used to make the request. So here we have different differences with the examples. You can see that these are as same I have said. And next we have John Roger Searle's statement about you can say about the direct, indirect, or locutionary, illocutionary acts. That he says that Austin didn't clear the criteria between illocutionary acts. So he gave us basic 5 types of illocutionary acts. There are 5 types. Shortly we can say directive, which are related to direction; declarative, which are related to declare something; commissive is related to commit, when the speaker commit him or herself to do something in future; and expression, as it is clear from the title that expression means to express the feelings or emotions; representation means to represent the information or assert the information. So now we will see it with the examples. So firstly we have directive. So directive means when a speaker wants the listener to do something. Direct. When a speaker wants to direct somebody to do something is known as directive, you can say act. So the utterances which are supposed to do, which makes listener to do something is known as directive. So in this we give orders, we ask for help, we make requests, we do commands, we beg, we pray, or we give advices. Like if I say give me your pen, it is a request. It can be command. Okay. And if we say leave the town immediately, it's an order. And if we say come to the class, it is a command. So these are the different utterances which help a listener to do something. Next we have commissive. Commissive, as it is clear from the title, that commitment. It is related to commitment. When a speaker make an utterance to commit himself or herself to do something in the future, that is commissive. In this we use different verbs such as promise, swear, refuse, threatening words. Like for example, I will repay the money. Like someone is committing that he will repay the money. I'll drive you to school. It's the agreement, or you can say it is commitment that somebody will drop somebody to the school. So next we have representative. Representative means which represent the information provided. So the statement which provide the information, it can be the belief of the speaker, it can be the idea of the speaker, it can be the truth of proposition. Propositions, what does it mean? Proposition is a belief, you can say it is a notion or idea about something, judgment about something. So in this we use different verbs like affirm, believe, conclude, deny, report, state, or hypothesize. Next we have example, the earth is round. This is universal truth. The God is one. If a Muslim says that God is one, Allah is one, so it is his belief that God is one. So this is representative acts. Next we have declarative. Declare, to declare something. And when we declare something, when we make an utterance, if we make an utterance which can cause the change in external situation, that is known as declarative. So if we say that you are fired, if a boss says to the employee that you are fired, it means that the employee had a job earlier but now he is jobless. So it can create the you can say it can create a change in external situation. We have the last one point. We have last type regarding you can say illocutionary acts. Expressive. Expressive means to express feeling, to express the emotions. So here the speaker make utterances to express any attitude and the state of affairs using such verbs like thanks, congratulations, apologize, and welcome. If somebody is late, he will say that I'm sorry for being late. He is apologizing. What a great day. So if a person had a great day, he will say that what a great day. So he will express his emotions, feelings regarding the day. Congratulations means somebody is happy for somebody's success, for good work. So he is congratulating him. So these were the different types of locutionary acts. In this lecture we have studied what are the speech acts and what are the theories and what are the different aspects of theories which were given by John Searle and also Longshaw Austin in 1962 and also 1969. So this was all about speech acts. Thanks for watching. Stay connected for more videos. Allah Hafiz.